Alright, good morning farmers. As you know, this is Farmer George, and farm work often starts at 4 AM. Just have a listen to this quiet for a second. It's a starry night, and we'll put our torch on. We're stood in front of the barn. And we left all our vehicles and we all went inside in the house. Usually the farmer and his sons and whatever and the workers go home, but left them all in the yard because we couldn't be bothered to go and finish that job off. We've been working hard all day, so you might as well play, if you're going to play and want realism, have a little bit of enthusiasm and imagination and do this. So we've just come to the tractor in the morning, and we'll bought the tractor. So we've got these vehicles here which we'll just tab through, start to on them. We've got to take a tipper to that before we start working with this. We're going to tip one of them tippers and take one to the harvester and get that unloaded. But we also have to meet with feeding the cows, and this vehicle here needs to go back to Chantry. Currently this vehicle is at the bio, and it needs to be where the red circle is. You see the green flashing symbol is where the vehicle is now, at the bio facility, and it needs to go over to the red Chantry farm area where the cows are to put some bales in the feeder. I didn't do it last night, but the cows did need feeding. The light came on, so what we're going to do is we're going to, on this CoursePlay has already got a travel to course, what I call a trav course, Chantry farm to the bio where we are now. That's how it got here. But we've also got a bio to Chantry, so we're going to add that course. Because we've got the bale spike on, you see, we actually need to get this one sorted. We're at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I'm not going to play in real time till 4 o'clock. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually speed up the daytime hours. We're just going to do this bit in the dark. Oh, he's got a thing there anyway, but still he needs to be over at to the farm to do this bale loading. So we're going to get him going on here. We'll control 7 on the keypad to get him to go. Really, he shouldn't be travelling like that dangerously with his forks up in the air. And when we get to where we're going, we'll be manually. You keep your forks tilted up out of the way so you don't, if you hit anything, but so you can see over them, of course. Keeps your balance correct. This guy needs emptying, and he's been sat there all night in that place. I won't take this tractor, but what I will do is I'll send this tractor. We was going to drive in convoy. However, what I might opt to do, no course loaded, is drive from Coldborough if I can find it. There's Coldborough to Chantry and back. So we'll send him on a trip. Handbrake off. This is actually the return course that we're driving on at the moment. So we've got to drive up there some ways. There's the bales we left last night. We've got to drive up here quite a ways in order to, unless there's a vehicle following us, there shouldn't be. Yeah. And then we need to pick up this course from here. Wrong tool for this mod. All that means is that we're in the wrong thing. So drive the course now, and it's just a travel to course. Hopefully it's picked up the wrong part of the course. Since we're here, we could say first waypoint, that'll just definitely grab it. Definitely. And then it doesn't. It's because we're too close towards it actually, and we can't see it in this light that we've got currently. So now it's grabbed it. For sure. There you are. So we're off with a stack of bales, and we'll be coming back here on this return course. That's why it's called the Coldborough. It's called a Coldborough. I've had to shorten the name of place to Chantry and back. NBK means and back. This guy wants to do the same, so we're going to put him on. Make sure he's already got a travel to course, and he's got Yatton to Coldborough and back, but we don't need him to go to that, so we'll close that course off and find the same course here. We could have had him follow the other guy, of course. Lights on please, handbrake off, and Chantry to Coldborough. We want Coldborough to Chantry and back. These courses I made over a year ago, so you know, once you name them correctly, that's a good epitaph for this farm. If I'd left it dead and not come back to play it again, it would have been harder. We also just want to make sure that we've got the start on this course. And off he goes. Just make sure that he's picked up and he doesn't steer off. Right, so now then, this vehicle with the big baler, for now, I'm going to empty the baler and sell this bale, and the way that we do that is we just back into the bale sale. Now the bale sale will do one or two things. It will either just take the bales out of the baler, there you are, like it has done, or I can expel the bales if I go to I think it's either O or X. Anyway, we fold the baler up. It's got some hay in it, and then of course we need to find a place to store it, which usually lives in this first bay just here. And the reason why I put it there is because I use it on these fields a lot for the hay, but I also want to use it for some grass in a little while. But I'll leave it here just for now because we want to do some other things with this more powerful tractor. This is the strongest, the best tractor I've got, and I just want to get these other bins emptied quickly. So we're doing this in the dark, but I want to now bring the time forwards. So I'm going to go to 120 till we've got the time back to where it should be. Now the problem with these bins that I was having previously was that when you drop them down on the ground, these little ones, well they're little ones but they're quite big, large capacity, they drop, their arm gets stuck if you leave them on concrete, so we can't drop these anywhere else. Oops. Here, I've got it. So this is wheat, and whilst I do need some wheat over at the chickens, I also need to get some wheat, leave it in the store really. I'll just take it through the store this way, then we'll use this wagon without washing it. I haven't washed anything yet, have I, today? We could actually also send that little baler off to the farm, but I don't want a big queue of vehicles when I get there. 5:55, it's getting lighter, and it's quite an awkward turn in here, so this is another reason why you can't use massive vehicles in this farm. Plus I've also got the turn wrong here. When I pull into this, I remember I should stay to the left, because I need to turn right and left. Whoops. And we also need to go and start filling this. Oh, it is full, right. We've got a little wagon there, I forgot all about that actually. Right, can't drive through the crop. Which is another thing about virtual farming that I want to point out here. Watch this bit of crop here, as long as the mod's still working. If I drive over the crop, can you see how I've crushed the crop away? Watch this line of crop I drive over, destroyed it. Okay, put a hole. Do you see? So we're driving over the crops and we're damaging the crops. A lot of people are doing this when they're unloading their harvester and they don't realise it. So I have this mod on which makes sure that it forces me to drive in a place where I'm not going to be damaging the crop. And right, so this actual vehicle is just going to get dropped here, I think. I can leave it there for the time being, and I think the harvester is working on his own. Right, we're going to pull the time off. I forgot to pull the time off. So really, I can't go back in time now, but still I wanted it to be about 7. We'll get this vehicle to also go to Coldborough, to Chantry and back, although it's not, potentially not coming back. Oh yes, it is. It might come back for another thing, so we'll get that moving. First waypoint. Could have done with a bit of fuel, doesn't matter. I'm not going to waste my time with fuel in it. It's quite economical to use this vehicle. And then we'll just leave that to assume that it's going to grab the correct course. And whilst we're waiting for the game, right, so all these vehicles have arrived. First job, turn off the CoursePlay. Just wait till the game catches up a little bit, because my game is running, it's like virtual memory as well has gone to 4 gigs when it's only a 2 gig machine. So the machine must be very well you know, structured. I built this myself, and the reason why I say that is because, of course, you need to have a really well structured course. Put the H on for this guy to start working. We'll turn his off. Really well structured in order for it to run all these games, which really generally should only be for Windows 7. I don't need to see CoursePlay anymore. Now what I generally do with these types of things is I put these off in the middle of the field. I'll drive in a straight line and I'll just dump them here with plenty of room away from the gate, and what we'll do is we'll leave this video here and we'll come back in a second in the next video to continue from here, and we'll feed the cows. Okay, so see you in the next video, and we'll be offloading these bales and the round bales as well.